The following presentation has been closed captioned.
Hello, I'm Vice President Al Gore. Earth Day provides us an opportunity to renew our commitment to protect and preserve the Earth and its precious natural resources. But before we can succeed in that challenge, we must work to conserve the natural surroundings in our own communities and incorporate sound environmental practices into our own daily lives. Young people are a critical part of this effort. Not only can they learn more about the environment, but they also can teach their parents. Young people know the importance of recycling, conserving energy, organizing local cleanups, using environmentally friendly products, and voicing their concerns to elected officials, community and school leaders. But it's the responsibility of all of us, young and old, to ensure a healthy environment for all of the generations yet to come. Thanks for doing your part, and keep up the good work. Enjoy the show.
For in the final analysis, our most basic common link is that we all inhabit this small planet. We all breathe the same air. We all cherish our children's future, and we are all mortal.
From Orlando, Florida, it's Earth Day at Walt Disney World with your hosts, Ed Begley Jr. and Dana Delaney. Also featuring All for One, Kirstie Alley, Harry Anderson, Ann Archer, Zachary Ty Bryan, Chevy and Janie Chase, Ted Danson, Roy Disney, Emilio Estevez, Steve Gutenberg, Joan London, Ross Mallinger, Matthew Modine, Bill Nye the Science Guy, Shaquille O'Neal, Rhea Perlman, The Rembrandts, Patricia Richardson, Ben Savage, Ryder Strong, Tara Noah Smith, Mary Steenburgen, Jay Thomas, and John Travolta.
Earth Day at Walt Disney World.
Hi, I'm Ed Begley Jr.
And I'm Dana Delaney.
And we're here with Dennis Hay. We're here at a place that celebrates the spirit of discovery and inspires hope for a better tomorrow.
We are at Epcot at Walt Disney World in Florida. And we are going to hear some great music today, meet some amazing people, and we're all going to learn some things that we can do to help our planet.
Dana, as you probably remember, Dennis Hayes was the organizer of the first Earth Day in 1970. Dennis, since you're here, why don't you tell us how the first Earth Day got started?
Well, Ed, some of us noticed that the planet was in trouble. We decided to organize a protest against the wanton destruction of our planet.
And it was a big success, the first Earth Day, wasn't it?
It was an enormous success. It was the largest demonstration in the nation's history. 20 million people in every city, every town in the country took part.
Well, we've got a lot going on here today. We've got some great music and a lot of fun, so I hope you can stick with us, Dennis.
Ed, I wouldn't miss it for the Earth.
Stick around, everybody.
This is a fragile planet that we live on. So for my sake and your sake, let's take care of Mother Earth. Let's make every day Earth Day. Peace.
Well, here we are, Pluto. Boy, what a dream place. Ah, smell that air.
And the skies opened up. The ozone layer opened up with a hole twice the size of the United States. And the sun shone through onto the people. It shone through so much that it hurt the people. So the people looked up and they said, hey, up there, what have we done to deserve this treatment? And the big voice looked down through the hole in the ozone. The big voice said, chlorofluorocarbons. The people said, what? So the voice said again, chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs. And the people said, oh, right, CFCs. That's in aerosol cans and air conditioners and foam coolers and insulation. The big voice said, I didn't do this to you. You did this to yourselves. I'm not mad, but you better clean up your act because you're cooking yourselves. The people said, "Thank you." The big voice said, "You're welcome." So the people cleaned up their act. They started properly disposing of CFCs, and they stopped buying products that had CFCs, and they took fewer trips in their cars, and they started looking for alternative fuel sources. And sure enough, one day, the ozone layer started patching itself up. And the big voice saw what was happening, and he said to the people, "Good work. You keep this up, I might give you back the Garden of Eden." The people said, "Thank you." And the big voice said, "You're welcome." And then the big voice made a rainbow just to, hear everybody go ooh and ah.
Save our Earth!
Whenever you're copying anything that is 2 pages or more, copy it double-sided. Save a tree.
Conserve energy. Don't hate your brother. Earth Day every day.
Solar power. Whenever you're asked paper or plastic, say canvas.
Recycle, reduce, reuse.
Wind power. Recycle.
Be gentle with Earth.
Okay, thank you. Dana, where are you?
I'm right here.
What are you doing out there?
I'm conserving my energy.
You're supposed to be up here introducing our musical guest.
I can do it right from here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rembrandts.
So joke, you broke, your love lost your way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you because you're there for me too. Still in bed at 10, work began at 8. Burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she didn't tell you when the world is brought down to your knees. And I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. No one could ever know me, no one could ever see me. Seems you're the only one who knows what it's like to really someone to face the day with, thinking through all the rest of it. Someone
Don't worry. I've been doing this for years, and look at me. I don't know why everybody always freaks out over pesticides. They're harmless.
We breathe oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. Trees breathe carbon dioxide and exhale oxygen. It's a great thing, except when we burn oil, like in cars or coal and wood. It puts too much carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, and too much carbon dioxide makes things out of balance. We can get things back into balance by planting trees. The more there are, the better we breathe.
I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree.
It's hard to believe that there was a time when this didn't exist. When this was invented and produced about 100 years ago, the world became a brighter place. Well, the world is getting brighter and cleaner with this. This is a compact fluorescent light bulb. It uses less energy, so it saves money and the environment. This bulb lasts 14 times longer than this one. So one of these does the work of 14 of these. That's 13 less bulbs that wind up in a recycling center. I just sent, you know who, to the hardware store to pick up some for us. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to see that using this to light your house is a definite home improvement.
April showers bring May flowers. Sometimes. Unless, of course, there's acid rain. Now, acid rain isn't the name of the latest band from Seattle. It's nasty stuff, and it damages everything from plants to buildings. Where does acid rain come from? Coal-burning electric power plants produce smoke. Inside the smoke, there's sulfur. The smoke then takes these fellas up into the atmosphere. Up there, it turns into acid. Yeah, acid. Boom. Pretty soon, you don't just have rain, you have acid rain. And this acid doesn't just stay in the sky. It can travel hundreds of miles, coming down in rain, fog, or snow. Acid snow. So some farmer's minding his own business, and pretty soon he notices every time it rains, his crops look a little sicker, his house looks a little shabbier. Someone's raining on his parade. We can all help stop acid rain by demanding cleaner air. And that means a brighter future for all of us.
From the American Garden Stage at Epcot, please welcome All for One!
I see the questions in your eyes. I know what's weighing on your mind. You can be sure I know my part. 'Cause I'll stand beside you through the years. You'll only cry those happy tears. I know I'll make mistakes. I'll never break your heart. And I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll be there. I swear, like a shadow that's by your side, I'll be there. For better or worse, till death do us part. I'll love you with every beat of my heart, and I swear. your dreams with these two hands. We'll hang some memories on the walls. And when just the two of us are there, you wanted to ask if I still care. 'Cause as the time turns the page, my love won't age at all. And I swear, by the moon and the stars in the sky, oh, I'll be there. I'll be there. I swear, like the shadow that's by your side, I'll be there. I'll be there. For better or worse, yeah. Everybody come on. I love you with every beat of my heart. And I swear. Oh, yeah. Come on, everybody. Wave your hands from side to side, just like this. Everybody, wave one hand in the air. Oh, come on. I swear, by the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll be there. I'll be there. I swear, like the shadow by your side, I'll be there. For better or worse, till death do us part. I love you with every single beat of my heart. I swear. I swear. Thank you.
Ask your parents to make safe home pesticides. Just mix cayenne pepper with water and spray it on your plants. Bugs hate spicy food. That's a fact.
Hope is in the future. If we get more energy efficient over the next 30 years, we could save trillions of dollars and create nearly 1 million new jobs.
Hey, Bill Nye the Science Guy here to talk about clean. Well, actually, cleaning products. We'll start right here, in the kitchen of science. See, some cleaning products that you buy contain chemicals that are hard on the environment, and they can be hard on you. So while you're trying to make your refrigerator gleam, you could be making some fish sick. I was just kidding. That was a gag there. See, more and more manufacturers are making environmentally friendly products. But if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you might want to try some of these simple solutions. They're made out of just 4 ingredients: borax, white vinegar, tea tree oil, and good old warm water. Now, these mixtures are cheap and they work. So how about some all-purpose cleaner? Well, to make your own, start off with 2 cups of warm water and add 2 teaspoons of borax. And then 3 tablespoons of white vinegar. And you got yourself a cleaner that, well, it cleans. Now, you want a disinfectant that'll clean your house without messing up our planet? Well, just add 2 teaspoons of tea tree oil to 2 cups of warm water. Oh, it's just water. Anyway, then you'll have a disinfectant that you can clean your floors and then eat off them. I mean, if that's your idea of a good time. Anyway, to clean glass, here's all you need: 2 cups of warm water and 3 tablespoons of white vinegar. And you mix them up, and you got yourself a glass cleaner. Kind of reminds me of salad dressing, the vinaigrette kind, you know, not ranch or Thousand Island. So there you go. All-purpose cleaner, disinfectant, and glass cleaner. Save money, save time, and take it easy on the environment. This is Bill Nye the Science Guy, wiping off. Whoa, what?
Did you ever hear a faucet dripping? All night long it drips and you can't sleep. It's awful when that happens. But it's not just the sound that should make you lose sleep. It's the thought of how much water is being wasted. One leaky faucet can waste 50 gallons of water a day. And besides the dripping, people waste water in other ways. They turn on the water to brush their teeth, They brush a little while the water's still on. They pet the dog, still running that water. Brush a little bit more, water, water, water. Turn it off. Now, everybody loves a nice hot shower. And if you install a low-flow shower head, you don't even have to feel guilty. You'll save about 20 gallons every time you head into the shower. That's 140 gallons in a week. In a year, that's 7,300 gallons of water saved. So if you hear a drip, report it to someone so they can stop it. It doesn't cost much to fix, but it costs a lot to waste. And don't waste water. Shut it off. Only use the water you need. And be sure to install a low-flow shower head. You do all that, you'll have nothing that'll make you lose sleep. Unless you have a dog in your neighborhood that barks all night. But then that's another story.
Excuse me, sir. Lovely day, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
But I couldn't help noticing that you haven't caulked your windows yet.
Well, I never do. I just crank up the heat a little. You can't even tell the difference.
You could save some money on your heating bill. Not sealing your windows is like leaving the house without mittens.
Hey!
And what about that blanket you were going to get for your water heater? You wouldn't leave the house without a winter jacket, would you?
Hey! I'll think about it, okay?
Think about it? That water heater is getting colder by the second. And by the way, by not...
Wait a minute! Stop! I got it!
You look like you could use a little something to wear.
Thank you.
Okay, let's say it's a cloudy day or a smoggy day. You don't want to ride your bike and get wet or sick. What do? You ride at home. But do you want to waste that energy? No, you put it into something you can use, electricity. This bike is now powering this TV.
Once again, please welcome the Rembrandts.
That's just the way it is, baby. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, baby. That's just the way it is, baby. Baby. That's just the way it is, baby.
People talk a lot about pollution in our air, our water, our food. But who's breathing the air, drinking the water, and eating the food? That's right, you and me. The toxins in our environment get into our bodies and stay there. That's a fact that every American has measurable amounts of toxic chemicals stored inside their bodies. But don't panic, there are things you can do to reduce those toxins inside you. Eat organic foods, they're free of poisons. Don't use toxic chemicals around the house like heavy cleaners and pesticides. Don't use drugs, they're toxins too. Now you can get those toxins out of there. When you exercise, you sweat. Sweating is the way your body cleans itself naturally. It's like a shower from the inside out. There's even a proven way to clean the toxins from your body using exercise, diet, and nutrition. You should check it out. Clean up your environment, and when you do, don't forget to clean up the most important part, you.
Grocers are required by law to post a sign saying which produce has been waxed. Check for it at your grocery store. That's a fact.
You know, one of the best things about television is
it allows me to be in two places at the same time. We're here at my home in Los Angeles, California, and let me tell you a little bit about where I live. It's a very simple two-bedroom house built in 1936. Rather than build a new solar structure and what have you, I decided to make an existing house very energy efficient and cost effective. And here's what I did.
Solar power is relatively simple. You got panels on the roof of your house that lead to batteries in your garage, and you have usable power year-round, even cloudy days like this, to do things like power your electric vehicle. This light is run by solar power, and so is this car. These batteries take you all around a city like LA without any fossil fuel. Well, there's a lot you can do in the kitchen. One of the biggest energy demands in your home is your refrigerator. Today's modern energy-efficient refrigerator, like this one, has a coil and compressor on top. Since this is a box you're trying to keep cool and warm air rises, it makes it much more energy efficient to design it that way. Also, big thick walls and doors make it that much easier to have the machine work efficiently. Now, you want to eliminate hazardous waste from around your house. The worst hazardous waste site is not near your home, it's in your home, it's under your sink. Harsh cleansers, products for whiter whites and brighter brights aren't always necessary. Simple baking soda is dirt cheap, and it does the same job of any harsh cleanser. Vinegar and water mixed together work as good as any bottled liquid cleaner. What else can you do in the kitchen? Well, you can save all your table scraps. Compost. How do you make it? Well, it's pretty simple. You take your old table scraps, your leaves, your grass clippings, put them in a pile, turn them, keep them a little moist, and pretty soon you have this stuff. Rich, deep, dark earth, the way Mother Nature's been making it for millions of years.
In the world of the environment, we can be overcome by the problems. We can also be overcome by the solutions. This is a lot to think about doing this much, but each person can do something. One compact fluorescent bulb, one energy-saving thermostat, one water heater blanket. These are the kind of things you can do today. Leading an environmentally sound lifestyle doesn't mean shivering in a hut somewhere, huddled in a blanket in the cold. You can have a comfortable lifestyle and tread lightly on the planet. It's possible today. Let's do what we can.
Hope is on the highway. Ride sharing has dramatically increased in the past 10 years. Cities are helping by installing carpool lanes. Many large companies are encouraging their employees to ride share, and some even reward those who do.
This faucet aerator costs only $5. If every house in America installed one, we'd save 250 million gallons of water every day. That's a fact.
Let's welcome back All for One.
All right, now, we know you know this one. Come on. I can love you, love you, love you, if you were my girl. They read you Cinderella, you hoped it would come true, that one day your Prince Charming would come rescue you. You like romantic movies, and you never will forget the way you felt when Romeo kissed Juliet. And all this time that you've been waiting, you don't have to wait no more. I
If you were my girl, I would give you my heart, be all that you need, show you your everything, precious to me. If you'd give me a chance, I can love you like that. You like that? I can love you like that. I never make a promise I don't intend to keep. So when I say forever, forever's what I mean. Well, I'm no Casanova, but I swear much is true. I'll be holding nothing back when it comes to you. You dream of a love that's everlasting. Oh. Well, baby, open up your eyes. I can love you like that. I would make you my world, move a heaven and earth. If you were my girl, I would give you my heart, be all that you need, show you your everything, precious to me. If you give me a chance, I can love you like that. Yeah, if you want tenderness, I got tenderness, and I see through to the heart of you. If you want a man who will understand, you don't have to look very far. I can love you, girl, I can. I can love you, love you. I can love you like that. I would make you my world, over heaven and earth. If you were my girl, if you were my girl, I would give you my heart, be all that you need, show you your everything, precious to me. I can love you like that. I can love you my world, always kiss and heaven and earth. My one and only girl. Show you your everything, your everything to me, baby. I can make you my world, you let me heaven and earth. If you were my girl, I would give you my heart. Come on, y'all. Be all that you need, show you your everything, precious to me. I can love you like that.
The most striking thing about electric cars is the sound they make. There is none. There's no internal combustion engine to make that sound. That means that there isn't any need for gas, no oil, no spark plugs, tune-ups, valve adjustments, oil filters, air filters, all gone. It just so happens that those are the parts of a car that create the most pollution. Air pollution from the exhaust, water pollution from the motor oil, noise pollution, and more. Electric cars run on batteries that can be charged from most electrical outlets. A lot of people think that means you can't go very far. In fact, you can travel up to 80 miles on one charge. As for speed, you can hit 90 miles an hour in some electric cars. Now, if you're thinking that I'm talking about a car of the future, I'm not. You can buy a car like the one I'm describing right now. So, no gas, no oil, no tune-ups, no noise. Just plug it in every night and you're ready to roll. You might want to check your windshield washer fluid every once in a while, just in case.
Keep plastic bags away from the beach. Plastic waste can kill up to 1 million seabirds a year. That's a fact.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine, thanks. You?
Great. Enjoying the fresh air, the beautiful day?
Yeah. Nice to leave the big oxygen mask at home, isn't
it?
Yeah.
Reminds me when I was a kid.
Yeah. You know, my mother says that in '96, They didn't have to wear masks at all.
No kidding, not even the little cloth
No,
jobbies?
no, nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. She says that if they had developed the electric car and mass transportation been used more, the solar power, the fuel cell, you probably wouldn't have to wear masks at all today.
Well, that was 50 years ago, you know. Things are a little different. This isn't so bad.
Yeah.
You, please tell me if I'm out of line, but you have beautiful, beautiful eyes. I'm sure you have a nice smile, but I can't really see.
You have nice eyes, too.
Thank you. Are they, I'm sorry, are they like green?
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe. No, that's not good.
If 10% of us save just our Sunday morning paper, we'll save over 25 million trees a year. It's a fact.
If each commuter on the road carried just one more person, we could save over 600,000 gallons of gas a day. It's a fact.
First you stick a rag, put it in the bag, bump, bump. Then you bend your back, put it in the sack, bump, bump. That's the way it's done. It's a lot of fun, bump, bump. Cutting capers, putting papers in the bag.
Hi, we're here with Dr. Tom Lovejoy, a rainforest expert from the Smithsonian, but we just call him Indy. Now, where'd you get that name?
In the Amazon, of course.
Let me ask you about the Amazon. We hear so much about how the rainforest is so important. Why is the rainforest important to me?
Well, you know, I mean, talk about endangered species. I mean, these forests, which gave us chocolate and give us medicines that help with cancer and malaria and blood pressure, they are vanishing at 100 acres a minute. And that's why people from countries all over the world are joining together to save these treasure chests.
If every home in America uses just one compact fluorescent light bulb, we'll save the amount of energy a nuclear power plant creates in a year. It's a fact.
Hope is in the air. Since 1970, carbon monoxide emissions have been reduced by millions of tons. That's government, industry, and people working together.
Once again, please welcome the Rembrandts.
You asked me where we're going. Well, I don't know. Let's just sit back and take the radio. Now we've been friends forever. Would I let you down? It's time to stop and take a look around. When the gears begin to grind, think of all the mountains we have climbed. Not so long ago we were standing still, but now we're rolling down the hill. Down the hill. Got a pack of troubles. You got yours too. And we both know that that ain't nothing new. So get up off your worries, roll away the stone, and live the life that you have never known. When the gears begin to grind, think of all the mountains we have climbed. Not so long ago we were standing still, but now we're rolling down the hill. Rolling down stay still. But now we're rolling down the hill. Down the hill. Down the hill.
Hi, I'm Janie Chase.
And I'm not. You know, nowadays in our household, we take the time to make sure that our children are educated about the environment.
Yeah, when we were kids, we didn't know much about taking care of our planet.
I remember as a youth, we used to play a game called Find the Filthiest Smokestack.
Our kids know about the environmental dangers that threaten our planet.
Oh, and we used to play Kick the Tin Can deep into the forest and leave it there.
We take the time to teach them.
And of course, every year in our town, there was the Waste as Much Paper as You Can festival.
Children will inherit this planet.
Did you know I got a make-your-own oil slick kit when I was only 11?
Really?
Yeah. But things sure were different when we were kids.
When you were a kid, you big doofus.
Well, when I was a kid, yeah.
Educating our children will ensure that they will be ready, willing, and able to carry through and expand the plans we've developed to keep our planet healthy.
You're right.
You bet.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm wearing this because whenever it rains, I go down to this huge drainage pipe down near the beach. That's where all the gutters and the storm drains dump into the ocean. You wouldn't believe some of the stuff that you find down there. I mean, look at this. Yeah. You remember that from the party last summer? It wasn't such a big deal just to toss that out on the street, was it? Well, guess what? It's back. Yeah, and here's one of the cans that went with it. You know, you're silly, because you can get a deposit on this thing. What else have we got here? Oh, yeah. A can of, hairspray. Oh, man, hairspray. I used to go through about well, that was another lifetime. Anyway, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I couldn't pick up, but that doesn't mean that it's not down there. Pesticides, detergents, that kind of thing. See, whatever we toss upstream winds up down on the beach and then out onto the ocean. And here's the bad news. The major source of oxygen on the planet is algae. And all that stuff pouring out there kills the algae. We all lose. Now, you wouldn't throw this garbage into your backyard pool, so please, don't toss trash so it ends up going into the ocean. I got to, you know, I don't just do this environmental stuff. I'm about to go shoot a salt commercial.
Think about it. There are 140 million cars in the United States. If 1% of those cars were properly tuned up, we'd eliminate almost 1 billion pounds of carbon dioxide from going into the atmosphere. That's a fact.
Hi, I'm glad you're here. Sometimes it's hard to imagine how the ocean could ever get polluted. While I was out there in the middle of it, no land in sight, I figured it out. You see, the ocean is like this enormous fish tank. It looks good, it looks clean, fish swimming all around. And then one day, somebody comes along and pours some motor oil into it. Same fish tank, only a little oily. Now the fish are saying, hey, that oil's not good here in our tank. And believe me, fish do talk. You surf a couple of 100 miles, you'll see. So anyway, someone comes along, pours a little more oil into the fish tank. He might not even realize that he's dumping it into a fish tank. More oil in the water. And now the fish are angry. People keep pouring oil into the fish tank, and the fish won't be angry anymore. They'll be dead. You see, fish hate oil so much, they don't even use the word when they talk about it. It's like swearing to them. So you imagine people all over the planet changing their motor oil, dumping it into drains, sewers, or just pouring it into the ground. The oil makes its way to the ocean. And with all that in the water, it's hard to stand up on a surfboard, let me tell you. It's actually easy to stop dumping oil into our oceans. Recycle used motor oils. And tell all those oil tankers to take double linings so they don't leak too much. That's the best solution. Now, I gotta go. I met a couple of dolphins who said they'd give me a lift. So next time you pour something down the drain, remember the fish tank. You hear him cheering? Thanks.
The Audubon Society has cared for birds for 100 years. They nurse wounded birds and, whenever possible, release them back into the wild where they belong. We had a rare and wonderful opportunity to send a red-shouldered hawk back to his home in the sky.
Rainforests make up only 2% of the Earth's surface, but contain half of the world's wild plant, animal, and insect species. That's a fact.
During the past 5 years, companies have been making more products from recycled goods, everything from stationery to park benches to T-shirts. They discovered that not only can they help the environment, but they can save a lot of money doing it.
The Walt Disney Company has always had a fascination, wonder, and appreciation of nature. In the late 40s, we broke new ground with the True Life Adventures, showing our audiences a side of nature that many had never seen before. My Uncle Walt once wrote, "Physical America, the land itself, should be as dear to us as all of our political heritage and our treasured way of life. Its preservation and the wise use of its renewable resources concerns every man, woman, and child whose possession it is." The Walt Disney Company is committed today more than ever to protecting our environment, a responsibility we all share.
Walt Disney spotted this island from a plane when Disney World was still in its planning stages. It was his hope then that someday it would become a unique attraction, and it did. Today, Discovery Island is a fully accredited zoological park, complete with facilities for education, conservation, and research. There are over 100 species of exotic birds living on the island, many of which have successfully reproduced.
Walt's original plan for this island was that it would be a nature preserve for the animals of the area, and we can still keep that feeling. We have a large number of ibis and herons that come in the spring and nest on the island, and it gives the guests an opportunity to see some of the chicks just, you know, right up just about at eye level in the trees, and it's quite a unique experience. So we can combine that with the effort that we're making with the many of the endangered and threatened exotic species as well.
While many of their natural habitats are threatened, Discovery Island helps to ensure that we won't forever lose these rare and wonderful creatures. Discovery Island strives to see that the people who visit will be educated and inspired, leaving the island with a greater understanding of the need to help, protect, and conserve our planet.
The herons are hidden up in the trees, and they live here all the time, Sonny?
Pretty much. They're here year-round.
And how about alligators? Are there alligators in these waters?
There are alligators in this water.
Oh, there are alligators in
This is their natural habitat.
This is right up my alley. I love new adventures, and now at Disney World, they're allowing people to go on adventures like this, canoeing down the spectacular river where every few seconds you see some other beautiful creature. There's a gator up here. We'll go up and see if it's safe.
I wanted an up-close look at a gator, and that's exactly what I got.
Sonny?
I'm not scared. I'm not scared, really. Okay, maybe I was just a little scared, but I was overcome by the beauty, and I just love getting this close to nature.
Ed, I feel kind of embarrassed. I mean, after seeing all the stuff that you do at your house, I don't know how I'm ever going to be able to do all that.
No, you shouldn't feel bad. You should feel good. Just do one thing every day. And if all of you did that, you know, we would have the kind of planet that we've all dreamed of.
Well, I definitely want to do that compost thingy.
I can show you how to do that, Dana.
Good.
I want to thank you for being here today. I want to thank all of you for being here. Remember, one person can make a difference. Let it be you.
Happy Earth Day.
For more information about the environment and what you can do to get involved, visit this site on the internet.